So, hi guys, good evening. So, guys, okay, right. So, guys, in the last session, okay, fine. So, in the last class, we started constraints and we've taken out some examples of constraints and types we discussed. And the first constraint was called unique. So, we said unique not null is that is not allowed duplicates but allowed null values. So, that we discussed in the column level. And come to table level. And in table level, we discussed, guys, here. We applied your unique constraint on multiple columns and rows. Okay, now? So we applied. So when we applied the columns in multiple columns, okay, that was called as a composite constraint also, we can say. So now I was applied your unique constraint on multiple columns here. So whenever you want to apply your unique on multiple columns, so then how the data can be verified, it means that the data can be verified here, the combination of data. So that means individual column will not. Okay, right. So here we applied here, guys. So the unique constraint we applied on multiple columns. Okay. So when we applied on multiple columns, and the data also verified, the combination of columns only verified. But every individual columns will not verified here. So why, sir, individual columns are not verified means here the unique constant we have not applied on individual columns. Here we applied your unique constant on combination of columns. Okay, now. So in the first case, what it was happen on every individual column we applied a unique constant. Okay, okay. On every individual column we applied a unique constant. So that was going to be verified here. That particular column is duplicate or not, it will be verified. Okay, either name or else a serial number, whatever it is. But here unique constant is not individually. We applied a unique constant on combination of columns we applied. So whenever we applied on combination of columns, and the combination of columns only verified here. So now we can see one Smith is allowed because it's my first combination of data. But the same combination, whenever I repeated, then it is not allowed. Whenever I repeated, then it is not allowed. But next I was given one ln. But here, so some people they're thinking that, sir, already one is there. Already one is there. Then why it is accepted one again? Okay, now why it is accepted one again? Okay, so why it is accepted once again? Okay, because one already existing here in my serial number column, but again we are inserting this 1 comma ln. This is allowed. So why, sir, it is allowed means the what it was checking by your server, guys. Okay, it was checking the combination of data will be verified here, not individual columns. It was verified here combination of columns. So now we can see one Smith is a one combination, and your one ln is a different combination. Understand my point now? One Smith is a unique combination. One ln is also unique combination. Okay, right. So now this is one Smith is a different and one Ellen is a different. So that's why it is accepted. But here you can see that two Smith is also allowed. So why sir two Smith is also allowed means a Smith already existing in my serial, sorry, in my student name. But here come out here, the Smith already existing here in my S name column. But again, I'm sending a Smith, it is allowed because of reason here the ID number will be, the serial number will be different. So here one Smith is a one different combination and here two Smith is a one different combination. Okay, now, so that's why it is allowed, and this is not allowed. Okay, and this is my first record as usual, it was allowed. So for example, to understand this clearly, so what we want to do guys here, suppose, can you see that nowadays the matches are going on? If you go to matches, okay, the one team can be played like this guys here. India versus, okay, Australia is a one combination of match. So India versus South Africa is a one combination. And next, India versus, okay, for example, England. This is one combination. So now tell me guys here, your India is a team. It was playing how many matches? Come on guys. India is playing how many matches? Three matches here. Okay, now three matches will be playing here, right? So, but three matches are going to be played with the same team or different teams. With the different teams. So now can you say India versus Australia? Can I say it is a unique match? Can I say it is a unique? Yes. And the same pattern, India versus Australia. Can I say it is a unique match? Yes. India versus England. Can I say unique match? Yes. That means India is a team which was playing three different countries. Okay. So India team is playing with the three different countries. So every match is called a unique. Every match is called as a different match. Indian Australia different match, India South Africa different match, India England different matches. So there are three unique matches, but a common country is what? Now India was playing with the three different countries, so that's why different matches. But guys here one more match is there. If I'm saying again, the second match will be say India versus Australia. Now tell me, this is it a unique match or second match? Yes. So we called as what now guys here? India versus Australia. This is called a second match. It's not a first match. This is a second match because already this combination was played already. Already this combination is played. So first match is called a unique match. But whatever the second we played here, that is not a uniqueness. That is called a second match. So India versus Australia, India versus Australia. So this is called a duplicate. That's why it is not considered as a unique. This combination is not considered as a unique. This combination will be considered as a what? What it was considered, guys? Duplicate. What it was considered here? Duplicates. So that's why India versus Australia, this is not a unique, this is a duplicate match. Okay, because of duplicate, that means a repetition of the match. That means a repetition of the countries. Already these two countries already played first match. The first match is called a unique, but whatever we played in the second time, that is not a unique, that is called a second match we call. So here also guys, here one Smith is allowed. One Ellen is allowed. So one Smith is a different, one Ellen is a different. Both are uniqueness. Okay, both are uniqueness. Understand my point here? So now here what it will say, so one comma Smith, one comma Ellen, these both are called as a unique matches. So but here one Smith and one Smith is not accepted here. Is not accepted here because of reason one Smith is already there. but you are inserting second time. So this combination already existing in my table. So the same combination are you repeated again. So this is treat as what now? Duplicate, and duplicates are not allowed by unique constraint. Okay now? So this is what and why it is allowed, why it is not allowed, and why again these are allowed. For example, in the next question I'm asking to you. For example, if I was going to be into one more row into my table. Okay. So insert into test 2 values 2 comma Smith is allowed. So suppose 2 comma Smith is inserting now. Now tell me, this combination is allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Not allowed. So when we are going to be inserting, so here insert command. So that's user inserting level, whatever it was inserting here, internally your server, that means SQL server database, based on the unique constraint, internally server will be checking this combination data is already existing or not. So it will be checking internally by the help of what unique constraint. By the help of unique constraint, this combination of data already existing or not, it will be checked. Support is it is there, then immediately it will say not allowed. If it is not there, this combination in your table, then we can say it is allowed. So this is what we called as the unique combination. That is unique constraint we applied on combination of columns. So that's why your data is also verified with the combination of columns data only verified. But individual columns are not verified here. Understand now? So by this reason only, 1 comma Smith is allowed, 1 comma Allen is allowed. Okay. So 1 comma Smith is allowed, 2 comma Smith is allowed. Okay now? Because combinations are verified. Understand now? So like how the matches are going on, a one team will play with the different teams. Okay, these are called as a unique matches. Okay now? Right. So this is okay table level operation. But when we applied here unique constraint on multiple columns, other any constant, not only unique, if you applied any constant on multiple combination of columns, the type of constants are called a composite constraint. Okay, so table level constants are is also called as what now? Composite. Now we can see whatever I was applied here in my table designing level. Okay, this is what we called as guys here. So whatever we applied here, this combination is called as a composite unique constraint. We call is known as composite unique constraint. We call okay because we applied unique on multiple combination of columns. Okay, right. So this is the unique constraint here, guys. And the next one is come to not null. So come to not null here, observe. The not null constant in the name only there, guys, here, this constant is not allowed. Okay. So it is not allowed. It is not allowed nulls. It is not allowed nulls. But the problem is what now? But allowed here what now? Duplicate data or duplicate values. So not null constant rule is what? What is the rule of not null means? It is not allowed your nulls, but allowing your duplicate values. Okay, now this is the nature. But not null constant, guys, here we can define at column level only. We can define this. We can define at column level only. It means that what it mean? So table level not supported. Table level not support. Okay, table level is not supporting here. Okay, now so not null constant we can't apply at a table level. We can apply or we can define at a column level only. Okay, let me come out and see as usual the column level. First, I will show you. Then after we will go for table level. But table level is not supported. But even though we still checked out whether it is supported or not. Okay, now right. So now let me come out and see guys here. First of all, I want to check my tables in MyDB6 PM. So how many tables here? Plus one and plus two. Okay, fine. So guys, here I'm creating one table. So create table and table name test number 3. Okay. Now let me see serial number integer, and I want to pass here so not null and some names. Okay, I will take it here varchar of some size, and here also I was applied it not null. Okay, let me see. So after that, I'm just going to executing here this query. But before I want execution of this query, the first of all, you can see, okay, okay, right, fine. So before of that, so there is no test number 3. So let me come out and see to execute it here. So once I executed, guys, your command completed successful. And after that, you just come out and see your tables folder and to refresh now and come back here, the test number 3 to open it here. And you can see the columns and the serial number. But can you see here, by default, every column is not okay, accepting null. But once you applied your not null, so it was showing not null and names also showing not null. Okay, now, so because of reason, those nulls are we converted into not null way. Those nulls are converting into not null. Okay, fine. Let me come out. After that, you need to test here to insert your data into your this table. So I just inserted values and serial number 1 and 1 comma a if I'm going to execute it here. So whenever I'm executing 1 comma a, so that record was successfully okay accepted here into your table, the test number 3. So I just come back and see, yes, this record is successfully inserted here. After inserted this, okay, after inserted, the second time, the same record I'm going to insert here. What it was happening, you can see the second time, the same information I'm inserting now. Okay, now you just come back and see to execute. So it was showing one row. So that means what you understand, guys, here, your each column is having the not null constant, but duplicates are allowed here. But in this case, okay, if I want to insert the next level, okay, suppose insert into the test number 3, okay, and I'm going to sending here the value. So for example, null comma b, if I'm going to sending now. So here one serial number column, I'm inserting null and name column, I'm inserting b. But what it was happening, you can see it was showing error. And what it was telling us here, that cannot insert the value null into serial number column, the database and table, and column does not allows null insertion fail. Okay, now, so this is what it was happening. In the same pattern, guys, here in the second level, suppose here I just pass it now. Okay, I'm passing the number is a serial number, for example, 2, and here I will give it in place of name, I'm giving null now. Okay, now if I want to execute it here, so it is also not accepted. And this time, what it was telling guys here, I cannot insert the value null into the column names. Okay, now, and the table, okay, column does not allow, and insertion was failed. So this is what. And the same pattern, if I want to go to execute it here, so null comma null, if I try to insert it, but still it is not allowed here to execution best. Okay, not allowed. So that means what happened, guys, here. The test number 3, you can see there is no nulls are allowed here, but duplicates are allowing us. So this is what now the column level statement we called. Okay, now, but come out, guys, here. If I the same to same, let you try in the table level. So what I'm going to do, okay, I just remove the not null from the each column, okay, comma, and here the finally, I just put it here. So comma, and give it here not null of serial number, comma, name, if I'm giving now, names. And let me see, guys, here. The previously how the unique constant we applied here. So unique constant we applied on multiple columns in the table level. Okay, same as not null, we try to apply it here. But when we applied not null on the test number 4, suppose I change my table name, what it was happening, you can see that not null is not allowed at your table level. The incorrect syntax near the keyword is not. So that's what you understand, guys. Here only column levels only supported, but table level it is not supported by your what? Not null constant. Okay, it will be, but in table level, if you try to create or try to apply your not null constraint, then it was not allowed. Okay, it was showing what now, guys, here. What it was showing, guys, it was showing some error message. Okay, now this is what not null. And the next constraint here observe. So the next constraint is called as what now? Check constraint was there. So what is a check constraint and what purpose I want to use this check constraint here? Observe. So basically check, the check constraint we are going to be using guys here, okay, to check, okay, to check values before inserting into a column. Okay, before inserting into a column. So whenever you want to insert some data into columns and before accepting that value into column, okay, the value will be checked. But to whom it will be checking means, okay, checking with the, okay, to check values with what now? With user defined conditions. With user defined condition. So whatever the user defined condition was given by user, okay, on particular column, so based on that condition, your value will be checked. So to check values with user defined condition before inserting into a column. Okay, now the check constraint we can apply at the table level as well as column level. So first I will show you guys on table level how we can use on column level first of all. So now let me come out and see. Come to in my in my database. So I'm just creating here one more table, a table number test number 4. And now here I will be applied, for example, EID. Okay, so integer. And suppose on this EID, if you want to use unique and not null, the combination you can apply, then here the advantage of this two combination of constraint, what it is means EID column data will not accepted duplicates and not accepted null values also. Understand my advantage now? So this combination, whenever you want to apply on a particular column, the unique constant nature, what is the rule of unique constant means? So duplicates are not allowed. And what is the rule of not null means? Nulls are not allowed. So the both combination, when I was applied on EID, that EID is not accepting nulls and also duplicates. So that means EID is always a unique number only accepted. Okay, fine. And after that, okay, I will take it here. Suppose employee name. And here I'm passing, okay, not null here. So your wish, you can pass in a single not null also. And later I have to go for salary. The salary was money target type, and here I will be applied here check constraint. Okay, now so check, and along with check, I want to give some condition here. My salary, okay, is always greater than, okay, 10,000 rupees. Okay, now on this column should not be accept null. Then you can apply not null. Okay, but yet the thing is, salaries, I can't apply unique constraint on salary column because of reason that maybe two employee salaries are same. So for example, your salary, your friend's salary, both are getting same package. So that's why I can't use unique constant on this type of columns. And even though e-name also, I can't use unique constant because in a company, there is a chances are there. There is a chance that the two employee names are having same name. So that's why the unique constant where you want to apply means you just identify here that column is accepting duplicate or not. And if you go to verify in those columns, duplicates are needed or not needed based on the analysis, the people was going to be applied your unique constraint. Okay, now, right. So now not null means your wish to all you can apply, nothing problem. So I just execution this. So my table successfully designed, guys. And let me come back to you. And to see my tables and the test number 4, so I just open this and see the columns, and each and every column is having a not null because on each and every column I was applied not null constraint, so all are not null. And in this, my first column is having unique key I applied here. That unique key is having in the keys folder, the keys identity was going to be generating by system. So your server is going to be generated some key identity. But here carefully observe, unique is a key and the key related identity is storing under keys folder. Storing under keys folder. The keys folder, under this folder, what it will be stored means unique constant, that's called a unique key information, primary key information, foreign key information I can store. And these constants are called as a non-conditional constants. Unique, primary key, foreign key. These are called as a non-conditional constants. So non-conditional constants are storing under keys folder. These are just a keys. But tell me guys here, along with your unique constant key, I am sending any conditional value. Come on guys, are you seeing any conditional value? So no, we are not passing any value along with unique. Okay, now we are not passing any value along with unique because unique is just a key, but it is not a conditional constant. So conditional constants means what? Those are called a check. Can you see along with my check constant, I'm passing some condition value. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, we are passing some conditional value along with the check. So that's why this is check is called as a conditional constant, because this constant, whenever you want to use, compulsory we should give a some condition value. That's why it is called a conditional constants. Unique is called as a non-conditional constants because we are not passing any condition value along with the unique, along with the primary key, along with the foreign keys. So that's why these are called a non-conditionals we called. Okay, so that's why these non-conditional keys or constants informations are storing under keys folder. Okay, but check is there now. Check is called a conditional constant. Check is called a conditional constant. So that's why check is storing under here. One more folder is there. Can you identify here? Okay, can you identify here? Come on, guys. Constant folder is then if you open this folder, here you have a check constant identity. Check constant identity here. So keys information storing under keys folder. Conditional constants information storing under constant folder. But what about not null, sir? Not null is called as what now here? This is directly we applied on column. Is a table column we applied. Understand now? So this is not considered as a value, not a considered as a key. This is what we are doing. Nulls are modifying with the not null. Okay, this is direct applicable on the column. Okay, every column by default accepting null. That null we are converting into not null. That's why these are not showing in any area. So not null is not showing in keys folder. Not null is not showing in constant folder because of reason. This is just a conversion constant. This is called a conversion constant. Okay, null to not null conversion constant we call. So this is a conversion. This is a key unconditional, and this is called a conditional. Understand now? So these are the differences of keys, columns, and not null. Okay, right. So conditional constants are storing under constants folder, and non-conditional constants are storing under keys folder. That's why keys, unique key, otherwise primary key, otherwise foreign key, along with these constant keys, I'm not sending any value. That's why it is called a non-conditional constants we call. But check constant and default constants are there. One more constant is there now. Default. Default is called what now? Conditional constant. Because I'm using default, this is what it was saying here. I should give some value. I should give some value along with the default. That's why default is also called as a conditional constants. Okay, now let you see. So that is the differences here. Why it is okay? Somebody is asking, sir, unique constant identity, key identity was storing under keys folder. Check constant identity is storing under constant folder. So what is the differences between key folder and constant folder? If anybody asks your interview panel, you just tell them. Okay, conditional constants are two, check and default. Because why it is called a conditional constants means we are sending some value along with that constant, and that information storing separately by your server in constant folder. And unique, primary key, foreign key, these are just keys. But along with these constants, we are not sending any conditional value. So that's why it's just a keys. Those keys information storing under keys folder. And a not null is called a conversion constant. It's just a converting null to not null. Conversion constant we call it. Okay, na? So this is what the three ways you can be defined. That's why the two separate folders and null constant, not null, is directly applicable on columns. Understand now? So the variations you can see here. So now, okay, fine. So the check constant and unique key and not null conversion constants all are here applied here. That's fine. Successful. Okay. And let me see to test now. So now I'm going to setting here insert into the table name is called the test number 4, and sending employee ID is always unique employee ID because free constant and not null is there. And name, I'm sending some name A, and the amount of salary, suppose I'm sending here 8,000 rupees. So now carefully observe. So one for EID column satisfied, there is no problem here, and name also satisfied for my E name column. But when come to the salary column, I'm inserting the salary amount is 8,000. But tell me guys here, this 8,000 rupees as per your given user defined condition, is it satisfied or not? Not satisfied. When it is not satisfied, let you come and see. So now it was showing some error. The insert statement conflicted with check constant and so on so ID number, so on so key ID number. The conflict occurred in the database 6 p.m. and test for a what is the table? Test number 4 and column salary. So it's a clear the error message is showing us. So we can't allow. But in this case, if I was given 10,000, can I allow this again? No, we can't allow this because my condition is what now? Your salary must and should be greater than 10,000 we are asking. But here exactly 10,000 I was given, but still it is not allowed. The same error is showing us. But guys, can you tell me the 10,001 rupee, can I allow? Yes, I can allow. The 10,001 rupee can allow, and it will be satisfied for our condition. And check out your test number 4 and let you come back and see. Okay, to execute it now, 10,001 rupee is allowed. So this is what we called as guys here, the check constant we can say to applying at column level. The column level example, this one. Okay, fine. Come to what about the second guys. So this is column level. Right. And what about table level now? So come out and see in my table level how the check constant I want to use on my table level here. Okay, fine. So in table level, we already said to you the combination of columns we are going to be applying here, check constant here. Okay, let me come out and see the example of this. So create table and the table number test number 5. So I want to give here, for example, employee name. So varchar of some size, and here I will give it okay, salary. This is what the money data type. So after that, I'm going to apply my check constant here. So carefully observe the check constant what I'm going to use. Otherwise, here one more. I will take it here location. Location is also varchar of some size. Okay, and after that, I was applied here check and check off. So my condition is my first condition, what now? Salary, which will be more than or equals to 5,000. It's my first condition. And next one is what now? Location. The location is equals to HYD I was given now. So guys, here careful observe. The two things I was applied here on my okay, check constant in table level, observe. So E name is varchar and sal is the money. Okay, location. So first I defined all columns, whatever I wanted. And finally, the end of the table definition, I was applied check constant and your salary column must and should be greater than or equals to 5,000 and location must and should be Hyderabad. So your multiple columns, we are going to be checking by using of check constant here. Okay, now let me see. Let me see to execute this entire the table. And to execute, okay, command is completed successful. And let me come back here, the test number 5, to refresh your folders and come to your check. The test number 5 was there. Okay, now, and the columns you can see, these are the columns. But here I'm not using not null. So that's why every column is accepting null, null, null. Okay, because we are not applying any not null constant So by default, all columns are nulls. And keys, is there any key in this? You open, there is no key. I'm not applying any unique key, primary foreign keys also. So that's why it's empty. And you have a constant? Yes, you have a constant, check constant. So I was, whatever I was given there. Okay, now, fine. And after that, guys, here, let me see to test your operations on this. Test number 5, I'm sending some values. Okay, so name was A, and the salary I will give it here. The salary was 8,000 rupees, and the location I will give it here Mumbai. Okay, now tell me, guys, here 8,000 and location Mumbai. So now, can I insert this record or not? No, we cannot insert. Why? Because yes, maybe salary was satisfied. Salary was satisfied, but location is not satisfied. So that's the location I was asking Hyderabad, but I'm sending Mumbai. So what it was happening when I'm going to insert this record into my table, it was showing error because salary is satisfied, but location is not satisfied. So this is not allowed. Okay. But in this case, suppose I just given here, okay, I just given here HYD, but your location, okay, salary was I'm giving here 4,000 rupees. Now, can you tell me, can I accept or not? No, this time, what is the problem here? Salary and the location is satisfied, but salary is a problem. So when I just try to execute now, it is also showing error. So it's not allowed. But when I was given this, okay, the 5,000, if I'm giving now, so can I accept this? Yeah, because both are satisfied. My salary condition satisfied and also LOC satisfied. So both are satisfied to execute this one. Yes, it was supported to us. And let me call the table. I see select a star from test number 5. Okay, and check out. So when you check the test number 5, 5,000 and Hyderabad is satisfied, but remaining previous is not allowed. So this is check constant, guys, here to apply on your table level. Okay, you can apply like this here. So this type of constant, okay, so this type of constant. So here our observe check constant we applied on two columns combination here. Okay, now two columns combination I was applied here. So this type of constant is called as what? Composite check constant. What we call composite check constant. Understand now? Because we applied on multiple columns and table level. Okay, this is your checker. And come to next one is called as the primary key constant next level. So come out and see what is primary key. So primary key simply we called as, guys, here. It is a combination of. It is a combination of. So unique plus not null. It is a combination of unique plus not null is called as a primary key. That means the primary key constant, okay, is having the both natures. So what is the rule of unique? Is not allowed duplicates. And what is the rule of not null? Is not allowed nulls. The both the rules are having by primary key. So that's why the people saying that primary key is a combination of unique plus not null. Okay. And this primary key by seeing of this combination, what we can say, guys, here, this primary key column or primary key is not allowed duplicate and nulls. It's not allowed duplicates and nulls. Understand now? Because of reason, this is the reason now. Yes or no? Okay, right. So this is the combination primary key. So that's why it is not allowed duplicates as well as nulls. But the most important point about primary key, guys, here should be remembered. So here, can you see, except primary key, remaining all constants, whatever we have it here, except primary key, remaining all constants we can apply more than one time on a single table. That means a table can have multiple unique constants, multiple not null constants, multiple check constants, multiple foreign keys, multiple default constants. But a table is having only one primary key. Okay, now. So now that is what we can go to say, guys, here. So this is okay. What you say? A table is having only one primary key. So more than one, it is not possible. Okay, right. So a table is having only one primary key. The more than one primary key is not allowed here. Okay, right. Let me see, guys, here. This is how we can apply your primary key on column level. So first we will check out about column level here, and later I will show you table level. So come back and see, guys, here. So create table, the test number 6. Okay, fine. And product code int, and I was applied here primary key, and the product name is varchar. And suppose on this product name also, I'm going to apply primary key now. Okay, so here what I tried here, I'm using here multiple primary keys on my P code as well as P name. But how many primary keys I applied here? 2 primary keys. So let me see to executing this entire table to execution, what it was happened. It's a clear output. What is the output of that? Is what is the error here? Cannot add multiple primary key constant to table test number 6. Okay, cannot add multiple primary keys. It's not possible. So that's why any one column primary key should be removed here. Okay, and let me come and to execute it here. Okay, then accepted. And now we can see the test number 6. If I want to refresh my tables folder, okay, the test number 6. So you have to open, and the column you can see the PK. Okay, primary key 1. Okay, the key symbol also it was given here. The key symbol. So primary key, and having here automatically converting into not null. Understand now? Now. So now let you see that opening your key. The key was there, but there is a no constant here. The key was there, but there is a no constant here. Okay? Constant folder is empty. So after applying your primary key, let me see to insert. So insert into test number 6 and sending values. Okay? Now, first P code 1021 and the product name is. Suppose if I was going to apply this one, so accepted, there's nothing problem here. Okay, because it's my initial record into this table. The test number 6 and just go to open. But the same guys here, the next attempt, suppose user is inserting 1021 and C++. Then what happened here? The product code 1021 already existing in my table. And the product code column is which type of column? Primary key column. And the primary key is not allowed your duplicates. So now if I try to executing this one, it was showing error and primary key is violated here. Okay now? And the duplicate key, what is the duplicate key, guys, here? It's clearly telling us 1021. 1021 is a duplicate. You cannot accept this. Okay. In the same pattern, for example, if I want to send null, but what we said, guys, here, the primary key is also not accepting nulls. And if I go to execute this one, then it was showing error and null is also not allowed into P code. So that is the reason the primary key is a combination of unique and not null constants. Okay, that's fine. So, but when you inserted here 1022 and to executing this one, and it is accepting to me. And let you see the test number 6 and to execute, yes, 1021 and 22 unique data is allowed. So this is what we called as, guys, a column level operation we called. It's called as a column level. And the second one is called as a table level. So how the primary key can be applied on table level. Okay, now, fine. Let me come out and see, guys, here. So again, I just go to take it here. The next example. And the table name I'm changing now because duplicate names are not allowed. And here I just remove your primary key. Okay, fine. And now I just pass it primary key at the end of the table definition. So primary key and P code as well as P name. Okay. So now here carefully observe. Here also I was applied only one primary key in a table. So in my table definition, I'm using one primary key, but that one primary key I was applied on combination of columns. So let me see it is executed now. So the table successfully done, and come back to your table and check your tables now. So test number 7 and expand here and to go for columns, you know, the two primary key symbols is having here the two columns. Can you identify? The P code is having a key symbol and primary key not null automatically, and P name key symbol, the PK primary key and not null, the two symbols. But here, so many people they confused here. Sir, you're showing my primary key on two columns. It means that two primary keys are there? No, never. Okay, a table is always accepting only one primary key, but one primary key are you applied on two columns. So that is the mean of this. And key is also only one key is generated, not two keys. Generating only one key. Understand now? Right. So now after that, let me test here. So insert into test number 7 and sending values of so 1021 and see it will be accepting to me. It is accepted because my first record as usual it is accepted. But guys, tell me the same combination for example, this combination already existing here, but the same combination I'm inserting here. Can you tell me the combination is allowed or not allowed? Yes, of course. Same as a unique constant we discussed now, just now, India versus Australia, India versus South Africa, India versus England. Yes or no? Same here also. So if I try to executing this one, it's not allowed. It was showing the duplicate combination here. This combination already existing in my table, so it is not allowed. But the thing, guys, here, observe. The same thing, if I was going to be send C1021 C++, here 1021 C combination is there in my table, so that is a unique combination we called. But now this time I'm inserting 1021 C++. Can I? Can I? Yes, we can, and accepting here. And later we can see what table. So it is accepted 1021 C++. Okay, now, so same as your unique constant, how you discuss the same as is here also. Okay, this is what we called as, guys, here. Okay, table level constant. And here also you can give the note point. So here primary key is applied here multiple columns now. So we applied here primary key on multiple columns so that what you can say, it is a composite primary key we called. What we call, guys, here, it is called as a composite primary key we called. Okay, now, so these are what now the constant primary key. And now here, so unique not check primary key we completed here. And the tomorrow I will start at foreign key, and after that we will see default. Okay, now, so the two more constants we left here, so that we will check it out in tomorrow's session. Okay, right, guys, and thank you so much. We will meet on tomorrow.